Yo, ho ho ho, and welcome back to another Grand Theft article video. My name's Brian from Console Network.
And my name is Gary from GTA 5 PS4 fans on Twitter, and today we're actually talking about the very special Festive Surprise DLC that Rockstar released on the 18th of December, which was completely unannounced. But yes, let's get into the video.
So we're going to show you, first off, the new vehicles. There's 4 new vehicles included in this DLC. First one is, obviously if you recognise it, it's the Mascherano. But it's actually a sports version, and when you buy it, it is fully, you can go to the mod shop and mod it up to the highest it'll go, but it comes also modded and it is quite fast. You get all these vinyls which aren't adjustable, but you can adjust the colours. You get a secondary colour of the interior, and your stitching will change colour depending on which you select. I've gone for the, I think this is the classic dark green colour, and the roll cage modification. You can see it's got the injection pipes, I think that's what it's called, and the air vents on the side. I'm looking at Gary's car now. Again, it's another one familiar from the game. Which one is it, Gary?
This here is the Jester, the Dinka Jester race car. Again, it comes, like Brian stated, with vinyl stickers on it and the red at the back. But I've changed the front colour to a matte lime green, which I have for every single one of my vehicles. And like Brian stated just now, it is very fast, and the traction on this is incredible. They're faster than standard vehicles, and even when fully modded, these are the fastest cars you can get. And quickly, I can show you the driving of it while I'm taking you to my garage to show you the other 2 vehicles that came out with this update. But yeah, the traction's incredible. It sticks to the road and it is really quick. So if you've got any vehicles, oh, that's my garage. If you've got the standard version, I'd suggest selling it to buy the race versions, because in races these are without a doubt the fastest vehicles you can get in the sports class. With the Jester being all-wheel drive as well, it's really good. So like I say, we're going to my garage here, and once it loads up, we've got all 4 of the new vehicles. I've got the completely standard black rat loader. I haven't done anything at all to that yet, but there is the older version was the rusted version, but this here's, for example, it was meant to be brand new, so it's got the decent paint and the bed and that. I'll let Brian walk around and show you. And then the one beside it here is the slam truck.
And this is amazing. This is very reminiscent of a Matchbox Ford classic sort of Jeep I remember having as a child.
They are brilliant. The only downside to this truck is the brakes. It literally has none.
Right.
So yeah, you're going to crash a lot if you drive it.
I think the thing with this truck is it looks the nicest with these. I think these are tuner tyres on the tuner class tyres on the bottom here. I think with a secondary white colour.
Yep.
The others don't really match up with it. The Festive DLC, the Festive Surprise DLC, because it was a surprise, unannounced by Rockstar. They like to just happen. There was no kind of sort of it's coming at a certain time. You know, it was a case of Twitter lighting up with, oh, there's a new update. Oh, there's some new vehicles. There's a big Christmas tree. The Christmas tree obviously is a new addition that you see at the start of the video. Also, we will show you the surprise in your apartment, in each of our apartments. They also happen in any house, small houses as well. Shall we go and check out the new weapons? There's only 2 new weapons, but they are fun.
Yep. Which vehicles do you want to take?
We'll take your slam van.
So we've got 2 new weapons. First one, which is in your grenade slot, is a proximity mine. I'll throw it down, and then I will kill myself to show you what it does. Basically, as you get near it, you can hear the beeping, and the closer you get, the louder it gets, until all of a sudden, I'm not pressing any buttons, I'm literally just walking, I can't even know where I found. That
And there you boo.
But you get a quick buzzing, like beep 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 beep, just before it detonates. So you get a little bit of warning, but not enough to get away, which is quite cool. And let me come back and show you the second weapon, which is the homing launcher.
And this was actually, I mean, the proximity round and home launcher, not very festive, but very festive. But what kind of weapon is? It's great for if you're having problems with pesky fighter jets, or well, basically just fighter jets. If you're in the laser, I would imagine if you're on ground, it'll be a useful tool. I've yet to have a go at this in person, but Gary will show you if you can lock onto a car. They lock onto pedestrians, cars, and obviously fighter jets, any kind of aircraft.
And then it goes red, and then you release.
Yeah,
it explodes.
Yeah. You could see the sort of the slight swerve at the end, making tracking onto the vehicle, and there it goes again. It turned and followed that vehicle, and there it goes. It just exploded, and obviously again the colour is customizable. I believe Rockstar plan to add the firework launcher, which was, if you remember from the Independence Day DLC. They plan to add that on Christmas Day, I believe, with other surprises, treats that they haven't announced, and they should arrive. Apparently, I think they arrive in your apartment, sort of possibly near the Christmas tree, which we will go and show you now, I suppose.
Yep.
One thing we should point out, if we can see it on the way, I did mention it. I think I mentioned it in the impressions video. There was a comparison video brought out along with a load of other comparison videos before release, along with the first person trailer, and it was a sort of a slider that showed you PS3 going into PS4 version of the game, and there was that really lovely scene of the forest and the trees blowing in the wind.
Yep.
And hey ho, Rockstar heard our shouts, and trees now move.
Let me reverse backwards, and I'll stop here, out of your window.
Yeah, and there you go. Trees are moving now. I believe that trees did move on the PS3 version, so that was more of the fact that people got a bit angry, saying, "Why is the PS4 version not moving?" I know this is a really, really picky thing, but when you see it in a full-blown storm, it's actually really nice. And I also believe that the higher power lines near Blaine County, just as you're going down the highway, they actually do sway as well, which they didn't before. But that's a nice touch, and it just shows that Rockstar are reading the forums and the message boards. They've also added more. I think it's 3 different options to the. I haven't yet to check these options out, so this is the first time I'm doing it. The first person mode settings. Apparently, there's now a dead zone option. Just see where it is. Display. Yeah. And I can put that down as a bit of a fail because I don't know. Oh, actually, it's right in front of me. First person aim / look dead zone. First person aim look acceleration, and then first person auto level camera, which apparently, if I can try and show you that now before we go into the apartment, it's if I go into first person, and I think if I nudge the camera up and I need to hold the stick down to make sure the camera stays looking up, if I let go of the stick, it'll adjust automatically smoothly down onto eye level. I think if I take that off, it will leave the camera in the last position, so you would have to move it yourself. He hopes. Yeah, so basically if you walk along and leave the camera facing up, it will stay up, it won't go back to eye level, sort of horizon level, so you can walk looking up, which is quite silly because no doubt I'll probably end up getting ran over right now. I might use that. I probably won't notice any difference, to be honest. But we're gonna just take a look in Gary's apartment and show you how Rockstar have kitted out the living room areas. Because we own the same apartment, I think we're both gonna go to our separate apartments, but that is not a problem because it's all in there. So I'm in my apartment, and there is nice Christmas tree with the candy canes and presents underneath. So yeah, I mean that's all they've actually done. It's just a Christmas tree, nice sort of. It's a nice detail. It's funny that they can actually do that, and obviously that will disappear when Christmas is over.
Yeah,
it's a nice detail.
They said it was up until. Sorry, yeah, I think they said it was up until the 5th of January.
Yeah.
All these little features that they've added, and also on Christmas Day they said there's going to be a special present under your Christmas tree.
Yeah.
So nobody's sure what that is yet, but again, it'll be nice to find out.
Maybe a bit of an exclusive or kind of a hint towards what it will be. I've heard that the balaclava sort of stocking red sort of balaclava thing that you see in the promo pictures for the Festive DLC, I believe you will get that. But again, will they take that off you? That's you know, that's the point. A lot of these new outfits that we are going to show you coming up next are only here till the 5th of January, which is a shame because I know a lot of people like the. Well, we'll show you in a minute, but a lot of people like a couple of the masks and are basically telling Rockstar to keep it in.
Yeah.
So shall we head down to the shops?
Yes, mate. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
And as well with most of these items, because they are festive, so they are going to be time limited.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll be able to show in a second, they are free. So that's another. Yeah. And that's to show you how bad the brakes are there. Alright, and if we go in here to the shop, and then Bryan can show you the individual items.
Obviously right now I'm wearing this. I think I've kitted out myself in just a combination of the Santa t-shirt and the bobble hat and the sort of the grey boots. I think the brown boots that are already in the game with green jeans, and obviously Gary has gone the full way. Yeah, it's a kind of creepy mask.
Yes.
But we'll check out the outfits as they are. You've got obviously it all at the bottom there. It's outfits festive. There we go, red PJs, and basically that just reminds me of Where's Wally. Again, that's more stripes, green and red stripes, stripy pajamas, and as you can see, they're all free. I've bought 2 of them. It looks like a onesie, but it's just a separate t-shirt and pants, but they're all the same colour, and with the black sort of Converse sneakers. Another great one. This one reminds me of the PlayStation, the PlayStation jumper that you can actually get in real life. It's blue and red, and finished off with the blue and white Converse, and the red hat, which is apparently, I don't know how true, if there's a bell on some of the hats, they ring while you're walking. I haven't seen that happening. Maybe we can get that going in a second. Full elf costume, and it's worth noting that you can actually change the scarves as well if you decide to go to each section of the shop. And lastly, the pudding, which I do like. It's just a bit too much. Let's go back to just show you a little bit of the combination. So you can go into the pants section, go down to festive pants, and there you go. You can change it to any of the ones that you saw in the outfit section there. So there are the new outfits. I also believe there's new tattoos. So is it time to head to the tattoo parlour?
Yep. And with these new tattoos, they are coloured. And and again, Brian will have to show you these because of how we stream. But I also got to find a tattoo shop, which is just down here. Obviously, with the new capabilities of the PS4 and Xbox One, they've been able to add a lot more detail in everything. So the tattoos now, the new ones, are a lot more detailed, using colour, which looks really nice. The only thing that personally I think is missing is a full coloured sleeve tattoo, but
Yeah.
again, there's going to be stuff being added for a long time, so hopefully that will come in time.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning that I think Rockstar do like to, and I do agree with them. I think a lot of people just want things straight away, and I think that ruins the experience. If you give, players story DLC, heists, this kind of DLC straight from the word go, what have you got to look forward to down the line? You literally then have to look forward to a brand new game.
Yeah.
Whereas,
that's what's good about, like you say.
yeah. I mean, I don't want heist straight away. I mean, obviously it would have been nice, but at this point in time, now we'd be a year on thinking, right, we'll have done all those heists. Where are the new ones? It's not the way to go with games. Not many companies don't tend to do that, but it's just sort of a thing to point out where people sort of say, well, where are the heists? Where is this? Let's just wait for them and have them come out in sections rather than all at once. Now you might have to help me out here, Gary, because I don't know what the new ones are called, and I don't know if there's any markers to say if they're new. Have they got a star on them next to them, as that would be?
That's a good one.
Yeah, normally.
Yeah.
And on the torso, are you on torso at the moment? Or?
I'm on back tattoos.
Okay, so let me see what we've got here. The new ones are the ones with colour or shade. So the stone cross, I think that's new. No, it's not.
Japanese warrior,
Sorry
I think.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got all the tattoos already, you see, so it's difficult to remember the new ones. Yeah, there's one on the chest, the Royal Dagger colour, and then the Royal Dagger outline. That's a new one as well as the Loose Lips colour and Loose Lips outline. So the new ones tend to have an outlined version as well as coloured.
Right.
So that's... But there is some new ones. They're not festive or anything. They're just coloured or more detailed than the original. So... As well, the new ones are for every single body part. They've got obviously the torso, head, arms, and legs. On the right leg, there is only one new tattoo, which, if I get onto mine, is the Floral Dagger.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. It's very colourful compared to the other ones, obviously, that I've been going through. Obviously, apologies, as Gary said, this is the only way we can get to stream a video and save it at the same time. Unfortunately, the share feature on the PS4 still has some kind of bug, or they're still not allowing to share both sides of the party chat, so we were going to do videos like that, and then obviously cut them out in segments and have them uploaded to YouTube. This way, we are literally streaming live right now. And saving
we're in
the
different parts of the country.
Yes, we're also pretty much up top and down low. We've got Gary from Devon, down south.
Yep.
In the UK.
Down south.
And I'm in Liverpool. Obviously, you can tell by the accents. Northwest, just below Blackpool, Preston, and above Wales. So yeah, that's how it is. So obviously, it would have been, Gary could have showed you the tattoos a little better, but this is one of the new ones, Floral Dagger. Left leg, is there anything there?
Yeah, the left leg, there is a spider tattoo.
Spider outline, yeah.
Dragon tattoo?
Yeah, that's the one, spider outline, and obviously spider colour, that's the only one on the leg.
Okay.
I've actually got the spider colour, because I think that was pretty cool. The right arm.
Right arm, yeah.
I'm good at it.
I'm looking for it at the same time, so again,
Okay.
apologies for the delay. Because I've already gone through them, it's really difficult. There's one on the hand called FUCK, Luck Colour. And again, for the outline. And pretty much when you go on it, there's a snake shaded. Again, it's a more detailed, darker
That's art.
tattoo, which
yeah.
actually is really nice.
Okay, yeah.
And I think that's all that I can remember, because obviously I've been through all these already, so I can't get any of the things up.
You should see some of the sleeves.
So it's pretty much one or two per body part that's different.
Yeah.
And then on the left arm,
Yep, looks good.
Yeah, I think that it's Time's Up colour, which is a hand tattoo of like a samurai skull. Time's Up outline is exactly the same thing, but if you've got all black and white tattoo, just black tattoos, it goes nicely because it sort of continues the sleeve onto the hand. Is
Don't say
8
this
Ball
again.
Skull one? It looks like it's certainly in sort of
Yep.
the same. It's got like black hat with the skull with the red sort of looks like it's burning inside the skull. Electric Snake, is that another one?
that's another one as well, yeah.
Yeah.
And one above it, Skull
Skull
Rider.
Rider, yeah, that's like a sort of. It reminds me of the monkey sort of bat things that are on Wizard of Oz, if you like,
Yeah.
on a bike. But yeah, that's just a little look of
Be good.
the new tattoos.
While we come outside, I'll be able to show you the new masks as well. I've got
Yep.
them all. Safe going to the shop. So obviously, as you can see, I'm wearing white Santa. There's a black Santa, a Latino Santa,
Yeah.
and then we have a reindeer mask.
Creepy.
Yep, a snowman mask.
Even creepier.
Yep, and then let's go through, find the others. We have the penguin.
Yeah, again, very creepy. Yeah. And
And then gingerbread,
yeah,
which is pretty cool.
it is. And
I
this
do like
is
that. I think
the
that's quite fun.
this is the one that the the GTA 5 community want Rockstar to keep in the game.
Yeah,
It's really, really great.
it is. And then there is the white elf, the black, and the Latino variant of that as well. And that is pretty much it for the masks.
And
Go through them.
that's pretty much it for the Festive DLC for now. We want to mention the fact that Rockstar have said they're going to make sure it snows again this year. And obviously this year, I would imagine it'll look 10 times better because it's the PS4, Xbox One version.
Yeah.
If you like to tell our viewers what we can look forward to with the snow, Gary.
There is just going to be the opportunity to have snowball fights. So you'll be able to go and pick up, as long as you've got no weapons, you can pick up and store, I think, 9 snowballs, which you can then use to throw at, obviously, other players or anything you want. But every time you move lobby or change job, the snowballs will melt, so you've got to use them up pretty much before you do anything. So that's going to be really good fun, especially if you've got a big group of people just to have a little mess around. And another thing with the snow is dependent on your altitude, it's going to dependent on the amount and type of snow that you get.
Yeah.
So, for example, down by the beach will probably have a little flurry of snow, whereas the top of Mount Chiliad, I would presume, is going to be quite deep snow, which will make driving a lot more difficult, but again, a lot more fun.
And I think, obviously, it goes without saying that there will be obviously animated footprints in the snow, like the beach, in the sand. It's just obviously the fact that we haven't seen the snow yet on these next-gen consoles. It's very exciting to see what Rockstar will use. Like you say, different kind of deepness of snow would be nice. Maybe snow plows randomly.
That would be cool. One thing I'd like to mention as well that I've heard is, obviously, if we're going to get it for around about 3 days, on the third day, rather than it just disappearing completely, it's going to gradually disappear. So the snow will tend to slush and then melt, and then you'd get lakes and rivers forming and stuff like that, which will be quite good to see it disappear gradually rather than just be there and then gone.
Yeah, and now that you've said that, I can't remember personally because I don't think I was playing GTA Online at Christmas, unfortunately, last year. Did the lakes freeze over? Sorry, did the bits of water freeze over?
Not that I can remember. I only played it for 10 minutes on Christmas Day because of the children, but this year I'm going to make sure I play it a lot more because I do play it a lot more now. So that would be a really nice feature if they did do that, especially like the ones over at the east. You've got some small lakes dotted around the map, which obviously the reservoir, I would presume that's a bit large to make freeze over, whereas the Mirror Park Lake, that could freeze over.
That would be really nice.
Yeah, maybe they could add ice skate into it as well.
That would be. I mean, that would be really good if they sort of generally did sort of like a one-off mini game for the couple of days, some ice skating. But I was thinking it would be quite cool if you could shoot the ice and it was actually dynamic ice, and your enemies fell into it.
That would be good and frozen.
So
and, with the jobs as well, they're going to be, you can't change the weather on those days, so you're going to be racing in snow and death matches in the snow, which again would add a hell of a lot of dynamics to racing.
That's going to be amazing, especially the fact that as you say, you can't change it. So if you don't like the snow and you don't like first person snow, then don't bother.
Unlucky.
So I think that's pretty much it for the Festive DLC. As I say, Rockstar plan a couple of more things. Before we leave you, we do want to mention that this was sort of a random idea from myself. This happened obviously because the DLC came out. We are actually on our Christmas break now, so we do want to try and get this out for you on Tuesday. Obviously I'll be speaking in past tense at the minute, but we hopefully this will be out on Tuesday 23rd. Yeah, Tuesday 23rd. And it will be the last Grand Theft Article video till after the 5th of January, I would imagine, where we want to come back and do a heist trailer breakdown, which came out about a week or two ago, the heist trailer. We will talk a little about that now actually before we leave. I do want to do a full trailer breakdown and take you through some of the things I've spotted and things that I think will happen, etc. Some details that Rockstar said in the Q&A. What was your personal favourite moment from the trailer, Gary?
For me, it would probably have to be the aircraft carrier and seeing the Hydra.
Yeah.
That just looks amazing. And whether or not that aircraft carrier stays or we end up only using it for the heists and the Hydra could be in Fort Zancudo maybe, that would be good to find out. But that is definitely going to be really good fun. And again, there's I think the Hunter has been added as well.
Yeah.
So that would be good fun. But there's just a lot of little things they've added which look good for me. The only problem I've found, it's not a problem as such, but the disappointing thing is that it's only for 4 players.
Yeah.
Because obviously we were expecting Heist to be for a big, 8+ players really for crews. But again, I'd rather have 4 players and it work perfectly than 8 players and keep getting kicked.
Definitely.
So. And what about you, mate? What's your favourite feature?
I just say, obviously, you will know that I am sort of hung up on the Hydra. It was one of the, my favourite classic vehicles going back on the series. It was just nice that you'd had that sort of freedom just to take off wherever. Really, it was kind of just a faster helicopter, as it were. But yeah, that was a great thing. And seeing the aircraft carrier, because Rockstar could have just added the Hydra in Fort Zancudo, but they've added the whole aircraft carrier. But some of my favourite bits were seeing sort of the new vehicles on offer. The Hunter. There's another sort of I think it was like a Bell sort of Ranger helicopter with mounted miniguns, which will be quite great for sort of crew work and having crew members on board of the helicopter shooting on either side. That would be quite great. And there's also what are they called? I think they're called APCs or RVs, that are sort of recon sort of gun-mounted mini tanks. Not as obviously sturdy as the Ford Zancudo sort of Tiger tank you get, but more mobile ones on wheels. They're also included, and a Rebel, I think it was a Rebel truck with a gun mounted in the bed of the truck. That was quite great. But I think overall, because the heists are gonna set online apart, it's been known as sort of, it's going to be a whole new game mode, which it will be. It'll just be nice to sort of be online. You know, it's great now you can go on missions and race, and you know, you get random car meets, and you will see it if you're in a 30-player, 10-player lobby. You can be going past the car park and see this, you know, random crew in a car park with all their souped up cars. It's great to see. But on the heists, you know, you're going to be going along collecting, you know, weapons, vehicles specific to what you need, and then different crew members then meeting back up to, you know, rob a bank, drill the safe open. I think it's just going to be amazing. The heists have been slated for early 2015 release. Now, whatever that means, I would imagine for me it would be no later than summertime. I would say March, end of March possibly, or April. April's quite a good month for Rockstar. They sort of usually announce games in April or release some games. Yeah, I think March and April's not too much to ask. I'd say, as I was mentioning before we started the video, it would be silly to release them alongside PC, because they need to give PC their breathing space, see how everything goes, and then release them. What are your thoughts on release, Gary?
I was hoping for as soon as possible, but I would, to be honest, now rather wait until March time. March, April. For me, March is good because it's my birthday, so it's a nice present. But like, I'm in the mind at the moment, I'd rather wait and have a perfect experience with Heist than it come out early and it be disastrous. Obviously, this update that they're bringing out now, we've had a few problems, which, apologies.
No problem.
Which have been a bit of a problem with people who have not been able to play it at the moment. But yeah, I'd say March time would be perfect. You know, it gives them 3 months or 3.5 months to get it out and get it perfect. As long as it doesn't go into the summer, I'll be happy, you know.
Yeah. I wouldn't say a delay, because it's never actually been officially delayed. You know, another setback, shall we say, wouldn't go down too well for me, and I think for yourself, Gary. Well, I wouldn't say Rockstar can't do no wrong, but they can't. I mean, for me, if they want to release Heist late out in the year, that doesn't bother me. I can wait. I mean, they've also got the story DLC as well, which, you know, is again, we've mentioned it. If you've not seen the interview, I'll try and provide a link in the description. Of course, there's an interview with Solo, which is Franklin's voice mocap actor, in an interview. And he says that he's currently working on the motion capture side of the story. He says the GTA 5 DLC are his words, but unfortunately I don't know when the interview was recorded, so it could have been a few months back, could have been, you know, it could have been up to date, which would put my mind saying that story DLC is looking at the back end of this 2015 release. A few months after Heist, I would imagine. But yeah, I think for now we're gonna leave you with a bit of gameplay. We're probably just gonna go a bit mad with some weapons and get killed, and we'll leave you with this and say it's been a pleasure having everyone support us this year. If you haven't read any of the articles, definitely go over to consolenetwork.com/GTA for any of the past articles and past videos. Obviously, thank you for watching. Everything is in the description, which I forgot to mention last time. Any links for the Console Network team, personal accounts for the Twitter. Obviously, you can stay up to date with us on Console Network. That's CONSOUL Network on Twitter. And again, if you like the video, subscribe below and hit that like button. Please do share everything we do, because obviously we need as many followers just to get the word out. We want people to see our videos, obviously. And thank you for watching.
Yeah, and you can also follow myself, Gary, at GTA 5 PS4 Fans over on Twitter, which is at GTAV PS4 Fans, or follow my personal account, which is at GaryWI11S. Again, these links are going to be in the description, and we'll be back in the new year, so Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you all.
Merry Christmas, and try and not get too drunk. Or get drunk, but try and not play GTA badly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're just gonna go a bit mad.
Go for it. I'm dead.
And there I go. Thanks everyone, see you again.